Now we'll start with the first disaster, that is earthquake. So children, in the interior of the earth, because of the continuous movement, tremendous amount of energy is produced. Now if you will see on the earth, various processes are going on, various movements are going on. In the same way in the interior also it is going on, and lot of energy is generated. And seismic waves are generated because of this energy, and these waves lead to the movement of the earth surface. Now what kind of movement? Then there are tremors, or there are shaking and cracking up of the earth surface. Now tremors means little bit like shaking only, okay? Or shaking means, you can see in the you can feel if somebody, if you are standing on some, or if you keep your hand on a vibrating thing, then how your hand shakes. In the same way, okay? Cracking up you can see in the picture. Yeah, so this all things happens because of that particular waves. Now we are going to see what is meant by earthquake. So vibration or quaking in the earth's crust is known as earthquake. Now it is said that earthquake is also caused due to some of the man-made reasons. Okay, so which man-made processes? Now we'll see that. So which is this process? Yes, this is the process of mining. Okay, and here the next picture is constructing of dams. Yeah, so now why, because of this, why does earthquake occurs? Now you can see for this both the process, we are now in mining, are you removing the soil from the mountains? So it is a very difficult process, or you can say because of it you are loosening the soil and giving pressure, yeah, on the earth. So this process also leads to earthquake. Now in construction of dams, to build walls of the dam, do you have to dig in the land? So this also generates pressure on the earth. So these are the two man-made causes which may lead to earthquake. Now we are going to see effects of earthquake. Now can you recall some effects? If there is earthquake, what will happen? Very good, everything will fail. Yeah, and yeah, many people will die, correct? So here now we are going to see effects of earthquake. So children, this is the picture how seismic waves occur, like this somewhat they occur. Okay, now we'll see the effects of earthquake. Now what are you seeing in this picture? Yes, buildings were destroyed. Yeah, means the first effect of earthquake is destruction of infrastructure. Okay, now what is infrastructure? Then buildings. So can you see buildings are collapsing? Yeah. Now in the next picture, can you see roads are being cut into two parts, or there are cracks in the road? So this is also because of the earthquake. Even there is destruction of bridges and also of railway tracks. Now the second effect is there is change in the direction of flow of water. Means now around yourself also there are many rivers flowing. Yeah, if earthquake occurs, the river may change its flow also. Okay, so it happens because of the earthquake. And the third effect is that we all know, that is huge loss of life. Means many people die, they lose their house, they lose everything, and also they are losing their property. Okay, so these are the three effects of earthquake. First one is destruction of infrastructure, second one is change in the direction of flow of water or river, and huge loss of life and property. So the next disaster, that is floods. This is also one of the natural disaster. Now this disaster is observed frequently in some parts of the world. Yeah. Now how this disaster occur? Due to heavy rain, children, in some places, the rivers start overflowing their banks. Now you can see it in the picture. When the river overflows its bank, then it leads to floods. Now other things like water drainage system, yeah. Now big cities are having water drainage system, yeah. So they also become short and their water also starts overflowing. Now you can see many pictures in this photo, yeah, that the full roads are packed, houses are packed with water. Yes, everywhere there is water. It is because the drainage system also gets choked, okay, and because of that gutters and all the drainage lines also start overflowing and water starts collecting in that particular area. Now water overflows and it moves on the road, it moves in the surrounding area, it moves in the houses, yeah, and this is called as a flood. So you might have understood what is flood, yeah. Now we will see the effects of flood. The first effect of flood is huge loss to life and property. You can see in this, because of the floods everything is lost, yeah. People lose their houses, their vehicles, all kind of property, and even many people die in this, yeah. So the first is huge loss to life and property. Now even you can see that soil erosion occurs. What is soil erosion, children? Soil erosion means the land starts collapsing. You can see it in the picture in different places what is happening. Due to heavy rains the soil become loose and in certain places the soil starts falling down. Now whatever is present on that soil will also get destroyed. You can see it in the picture, yeah. Now the next effect is, you can see here, that is standing crops are also destroyed. Means the third effect, destruction of standing crop. Once the water enters the field, it makes the whole land muddy, yeah, and once the water goes away or after some time when the flood stops, can you see what condition happens in that particular area? All the growing crops, standing crops, everything fall down and everything is destructed. So this was the third effect of flood. And the next effect of flood is that, now once the flood is over, flood means what? Water is coming, yeah, water is coming in that particular area, the level of water increases. After some times everything is mixed, everything get destroyed. You all know, you are knowing it very nicely, yeah. So after down, whenever it cools or whenever it stops down, everything is mixed here and there, stinkiness, stagnant water comes, dirty water, yeah, everything is mixed here and there. So what happens after that? Diseases start spreading in that area, yeah, and epidemics affect the health of the people. Epidemics means what? When the same disease is spreading in the same area at a particular time, it is called as a epidemics. You might have heard after rainy season sometimes there is a epidemic of dengue, malaria, yeah. Means what? At that time in that particular area most of the people will be affected by malaria or most of the people will be affected by dengue, yeah. So this all things happens because of the flood. So these are the effects of flood. So the next natural disaster, that is storm. Yes, a very bad weather with lot of rain, strong wind, etc. is called as storm. You can see it in the picture, yeah. Now how does this occur? So when high or low pressure belts form in the atmosphere, then the weather changes, okay, and when the weather changes then it leads to strong wind, yeah, and that strong winds are called as storm. Okay, so now we will see the effects of storm. So first thing, great damage in the storm affected area means that you can see in this picture. Okay, so here you can see that the storm has fully affected the particular region. Now the trees are falling on the houses or on the vehicles. The roofs of that particular house are destructed. Okay, so it is a great loss for that particular area. Even children, people lose their life and property. Yeah, so everything is lost. Yeah, now you can see here, can you see the poles of the light falling because of the strong winds? Yeah, so disruption of electric supply. So in this picture also you can see the branches of the trees fall on the lights and there is this electric supply stops. Yeah, so disruption of electric supply. In the next picture you can see transport also stops. Yeah, even there are telephone lines and all on the way, and if because of the storm, if that particular pole falls, then communication also stops. So mostly in heavy rains we do not have range for mobiles, is it? So we can't communicate in that particular area. Even the transport stops. Yeah, so these are the effects of storm. Now we will see the next natural disaster, that is forest fire. So can you see what is forest fire? Yes, when the forest is on fire, it is called as a forest fire. Means it is an uncontrolled fire. Yeah, a forest fire means what? Uncontrolled fire. Yeah, then where it gets? It is in the forest, pastures or grasslands. Now it may be natural also or it may be man-made. So this is also due to man-made reasons. Yeah, so now forest fire spreads at a tremendous speed. Now you might have heard about the fire which was there in Australia. Yeah, so once you can see at your home also, once you put little bit fire in the garden for some of the scraps or dry leaves, within a second it spread. Yeah, and the whole heap starts burning. So think what will be happening in the forest. Within few seconds it spreads everywhere. Yeah, so forest fire spreads at a tremendous speed. Now what are the effects? Can you tell? Yes children, there is a great damage of natural wealth. Yeah, so whole natural wealth means trees are lost. Yeah, animals die. You have seen what had happened last year or this year, that is during the Australia, when the Australia's forest was in fire. Yeah, forest. So because of it, whole natural wealth is lost, and biodiversity, that is variety of plants and animals, we have to lose. Now fire means what? It will create pollution, smoke. Yeah, it will release smoke. So other effect of forest fire is pollution of air. Yeah, so these are the two effects of forest fire. So now we are going to learn about disaster management. Disaster management means to control or to prevent the damage caused by the natural or man-made disaster. So managing it is called as a disaster management. Okay, now disaster happens in a community or in a particular area. So to control it, to look after it or to prevent it, community only has to participate. Okay, so community participation and disaster management are closely related. Now what is disaster management? Then taking steps to prevent disaster. So the first thing is taking steps to prevent disaster. Yeah, means before we can take any precautions before any disaster. If we can take any precautions, then that are the steps. Okay, second thing, as we are ready with the precautions, we can make plans to face it. Means if disaster happens, if particular disaster, then what should we do? So that all plans we should be ready with. Okay, and the next thing, developing capacity for that, means being brave, okay, or ready for that. Yeah, so capacity should be developed. That is called as a disaster management. So here we can see how the community helps. Yeah, so whenever there is disaster, after the disaster, you can see how the people are helping each other. Yeah, in this particular picture also you can see how community participation and disaster management both are have to work hand in hand. So children, always remember, during a disaster, helping and supporting each other is our moral responsibility. So there are few contact numbers given in your book on page number 28 if you for managing the disaster. The police number is 100, fire brigade 101, ambulance 102, and disaster management cell 108. So here you can see the logo of National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA. This authority was established in 2005. So what was the purpose? It plans and implements all the things whatever are necessary for disaster management work.